no. Darn it. Now we're gonna have to get stuff out of here. We usually have one here for people if I want to rake some leaves or participate, but it is not there. Really great to have a course in a public park, but since it does have access to everybody, we do have to lock everything down 2 or 3 times harder. 36, there it is. All right. All right. Oh, we still have locks in here, nice. All right, here's the infamous hole 6 box. That should be easy enough. Being able to be the TD for the tournament and being able to set up, I mean, of course that I get to play as much as I can, being able to set up how I want with Mandos or Alt-T pads, it actually makes it feel pretty cool to personalize it, because once a week we kind of get to show something that we don't usually get to show people, and it's really fun, especially for the people that have always played this, to be able to customize it and see kind of different people's takes on it. Vito! Hey, buddy! I mean, how I might want to set up the course is going to be completely different from how maybe you or somebody else would see this course. Sorry, do you guys mind if we move this basket for just, we're gonna move back a little bit. All right, thank you. Tomorrow's our kind of weekly tournament for our club. I'll give you guys a wave when I'm done. Like, I come out here and play like 4 or 5 days a week. Like, this is the least I can do to give back to this course, I think. I think a lot of people feel the same way.
San Francisco Disc Golf Club in the house! Top of the morning to you fellas.
Fine. All right, Mr. Ward.
Buenos dias, senor. Buenos dias.
Oh, the SF Weekly it's the weekly.
It's like we play this and I'm like, I want to steal Derek's putter.
You know, every day is great out here, but on Sunday mornings, it's just the one day that you can't miss.
It's actually how I first met people who were part of the club 10 years ago, 12 years ago at this point. So I wasn't very competitive when I moved to San Francisco. I've been playing disc golf for like 8 years when I moved up here, and I decided to try the weekly out, and I started meeting people who were, you know, competing like in the context of our handicap league, but also like a community.
It's a place where I meet a lot of my friends. I get to spend time with them. We all get to share a place that we love, doing something that we love.
I mean, yeah, it's just a local tournament that I spent $5 on, but, you know, for me, it's like I'm competing, you know, final round, lead card.
I love the weekly. I don't love waiting in line for the weekly, but I do love the weekly.
It's certainly reserved on the calendar every Sunday.
And it's fun, too, to come out and actually play like a tournament round every week and, you know, get a feel for how my game is improving. It's nice to see, you know, when it actually matters, you know, with those jitters.
It's nice to have stakes around this and like check in like before, or like see who's doing well, who isn't.
It's great when these volunteer TDs come up with the craziest layouts, the coolest holes. There's been some wild layouts that have been made from the weekly, myself responsible for some of them, but inspired completely by other people.
If I ace 17D, it's worth $1.
Oh.
Pretzel. Look, I mean, we got a line of at least an hour plus right now, and I've got to be here for about another hour signing people in, and then I'll either get in line at the end of that or have somebody hold me a spot. So I would say this is my job today, right? I'm putting in 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, you know, I've got the passion.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How you doing?
Excellent, thanks.
All right, just for one person?
Yes.
All right, let me get you your change first here. Thank you very much. Have a good round. Hi, Jared.
For Dur and Dur.
Oh, Derringer. How much do you think is in there? Like, give a guess, like. How much do you think?
More than 40 at least.
More than 40 at least. I like it. Hedge in the bets. It is just about 10 o'clock here, so this is when our signups end. And so I'm just gonna pack it up here and then head up to the line. It's gonna probably be about an hour in line at least, hopefully. So yeah, probably tee off by 11, finish hopefully before 3.
That's right. That's where we put our fingers.
My name is Sean Jack. Been a member of the club since I moved in San Francisco in 2008. The TD or the co-TD, the Safari, since 2012. So kind of how it worked out the last few years, Jamie, Thomas, and I have alternated running the tournament where I was the assistant TD or the TD, and we would play if you were the assistant. And Andy came onto the club scene, and organization is one of his strong points. And he's unafraid, and he's a risk taker, and he's ambitious and entrepreneurial. So like, it kind of was a natural fit.
We have played this way once, years ago. We teed down towards the tee pad we were just on.
Club leadership saying, oh, Andy's volunteered to run Safari next year. And I was just sort of like, oh wow, we're actually going forward with this. Would we be allowed to go on the other side of the path?
Yeah, we have the whole area.
I can make layouts for days, I can run all the logistics for days, but like all of this sort of, the connections that you need in the community to get this happening, like I don't know that I have that. And not a second later, Sean Jack, Jamie Thomas, John Toby, every single person in this club was saying, don't worry about that. We got that. That's not the problem here. You know, if you're willing to do this stuff, you've got it.
Safari Pro Tour is where you get Lindley Meadow and you start looking at shots like this.
Oh my goodness. This is like how the Genius hole started.
Yeah.
The tournament name is Safari. So I understand some players want to use the regular tee pads and maybe not new positions, but if you're going to honor the tradition of the name of the tournament, I think you kind of have to get creative.
Somehow open this angle up, then you can still, then you can have a second shot be perfect as opposed to the first shot be perfect. I don't know if you're in a nice open space or in a nice park, you think of cool disc golf holes. And here you can actually do it, you know? You can walk around and be like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we had a basket here and throw it from here? And I get to do that, you know? Just pick wherever it wants to go. Over there to, I don't know, here or something like that.
We changed the event from 2 to 3 days probably 6 or 7 years ago. I think we have 78 holes with 30, 30, 18 now. Provides a true champion, in my opinion.
The Safari is one of my favorite events. Sometimes it's an A tier, sometimes it's a B tier, but it always feels like an A tier.
It's certainly humbling to come out and watch the pros tear up the course that you sometimes struggle with.
Word spread. It was a good time. It was a good place. Good tournament.
We have, Dave Falzone and the Heiser Flip Experience playing in Marks Meadow after Saturday's round. We have player party at Hockey Haven or elsewhere in the city like Soma Street Food Park. Just an overall great time for the community to get together and, celebrate the sport of disc golf.
This is the San Francisco Safari. James Proctor, 25th San Francisco Safari champion.
We're all doing work.
I think about my good friend, this is all love, Jabir throwing on hole 12's hill, advancing the Frisbee 11 or 12 feet.
Oh no.
Throwing his hat on the ground.
Oh my goodness.
Drew Gibson getting an eagle from the JFK sidewalk to the far right-hand corner, where he drove it to 40 feet. And not only did he make the putt, he followed it up with he leaped over the basket and slapped it on the way down. It was pretty awesome. That was a cool moment. I mean, I go look at Patrick Brown's win over James Proctor.
Corey and Ice
The weekly happens, and then tomorrow the weekly happens, For Safari, it's Safari happens, and that's there forever. You know, I still hear about Derek spit out on 2. I hear about, you know, a throw in the meadow. I hear these stories from Safari that, like, they last forever. Usually when Safari's finishing on Sunday, it's probably like, I don't know, 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit after that. Sun setting, it's always nice. It's gonna be nice.
Gorgeous day out here at SF Safari.
All right. Picked up the pace here. I dumped one bin last weekend and couldn't replace it. Was it this one? No, that ain't it. Oh, it's on the ground already over there, okay. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like 20 hours of work to load, unload, set up, reload, and then, you know, I gotta put it back in the garage when I get home. It's like 20 hours overhead every time I do my full store. Yeah, I'll see you guys there. It's nuts.